Good morning, children. Now we are studying word problems of linear equation. Today we will discuss few more questions, and after discussing these questions, you will also practice by yourself to get command over the word problems of various kinds of linear equations. Here is a question: 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. And 5 years ago he was 7 times of his son. Then we have to find out their present ages. For that, we will assume present ages of Jacob as x years and present age of son as y years. In first condition, the age of Jacob 5 years hence will be 3 times the age of his son. As we have to see 5 years hence, it means that we have to add 5 in the present age of Jacob. The present age of Jacob is x years. So 5 years hence his age will be x plus 5. Whatever his present age will be, we have to add 5 in it to find the age after 5 years. And his age of his son will be y plus 5 after 5 years. Since his present age is y years, so to find the age of his son, we will add 5 in the present age of his son to get the age of son after 5 years. Now the relation in the age of Jacob and his son is given that after 5 years, age of Jacob will be 3 times the age of his son. It means if we have to make equal these ages, then we have to multiply the age of son by 3 to make the age of son equal to the age of Jacob. Now by simplifying it, we get x plus 5 is equal to 3y plus 15. 3 is multiplied to each term of y plus 5. Now we will carry this 3y in LHS and plus 5 in RHS. By carrying these terms, we get x minus 3y is equal to 15 minus 5, which results in 10. It means that we are having one equation, x minus 3y is equal to 10, and with this equation we can express the each term in respect of x by taking this minus 3y after 10 after is equals to, that is in RHS, we get 10 plus 3y. It is our equation number 1. And the second condition we are having, that is age of Jacob 5 years ago is equal to 7 times the age of his son 5 years ago. Then again we have to find out the age of both Jacob and his son 5 years ago. Therefore, to find out the age 5 years ago, we have to subtract 5 in the present age. So we get x minus 5. And to get the age of son 5 years ago, we will again subtract 5 from the present age of his son. Now by subtracting these, we get x minus 5 for the age of Jacob 5 years ago and age of his son y minus 5 5 years ago. Now to make these two equal, we have to multiply the age of his son by 7. To make the age of Jacob 5 years ago equal to the age of his son, if the age of his son 5 years ago will be multiplied by 7. Now we are having again equality of these two equations. Now we simplify these terms to get the second equation. 7 multiplied to y will give us 7y minus 35, and then this 7y is taken in LHS and minus 5 into RHS. By simplifying it, we get x minus 7y is equals to minus 30. Therefore, we are having second equation, x minus 7y is equals to minus 30. Now, as we have obtained earlier that x is equals to 10 plus 3y in equation number 1, x can be expressed as 10 plus 3y. Now that value will be substituted in equation number 2. Now if we will substitute this x is equals to 10 plus 3y in equation number 2, then we are having new system of equation. For this x we will write 10 plus 3y minus 7y was lying over there. So it will become 10 plus 3y minus 7y is equals to minus 30. By simplifying it, we get minus 4y is equal to minus 30 minus 10. This 10 has been taken in RHS. Here it is in plus sign. So after is equals to, it will be converted into minus sign. Minus 30 and minus 10 will give us minus 40. When we will take this minus 4 in RHS, it will be divided, or by dividing both terms, both sides by minus 4, we get y is equal to minus 40 by minus 4 is equals to 10. Therefore, y is equal to 10 we have obtained. Now this y is equal to 10 can be substituted in equation number 1. In equation number 1 we were having x is equals to 10 plus 3y. So for y we will write 10, and then we get 10 plus 3 into 10, that is equals to 40. Therefore we have obtained that age of Jacob is 40 years and age of his son is 10 years. Now another question. Yash scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for opting right answers and losing 1 marks for wrong answers. Had 4 marks allotted for right answers and 2 marks deducted for wrong answers, he would have got 50 marks. Now you have to find the total number of questions in the test. In this question, we will take right answers as x and wrong answers as y. Therefore, the total number of questions will be considered as x plus y, because total wrong and total right when combined together to make the total number of questions. In the first conditions we were having 3x minus 1y is equal to 40. It means that for each right answers the marks allotted was 3, and for all wrong answers marks deducted was 1. So y has been multiplied by 1 and x has been multiplied by 3. Since from the total marks for right answers and the total deduction of wrong answers and the difference of these two will give us the total marks scored by the Yash. In the second condition, for each right answers we were having 4, and for each wrong answers we are having 2. So for each wrong answers 2 marks will be deducted, and for each right answer 4 marks will be given. Again, by arranging in this way, 4x minus 2y, the total marks was 50. We can solve these questions using any method. Since we are having equation number 1 and equation number 2, earlier we have solved these questions using elimination method or cross substitution method. This question I am going to solve using cross multiplication method. So to solve the value of x and y, we will first arrange the given numbers in the general form of simultaneous linear equations when all the terms are lying in LHS. So this 40 will be taken in LHS will become minus 40. And question number 2, this 50 will taken in LHS will become minus 50. Now by arranging it in the form of AX plus BY plus C is equals to 0, we have to find out the value of A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2, C2. Now A1 is equal to 3, B1 is equal to minus 1, C1 is equal to minus 40, A2 is equal to 4, B2 is equal to minus 2 and C2 is equal to minus 50. Now we will arrange them accordingly, with B1 B2 and C1 C2, A1 A2 and B1 B2. It is arrangement of cross multiplication of terms. B1 B2, X is lying between B1 B2 and C1 C2, Y is lying between C1 C2 and A1 A2, and 1 is lying between A1 A2 and B1 B2. Now these are the values which we have obtained earlier. Now we will do the cross multiplication and write the corresponding value over here, and we will arrange in this way. Now B1 multiplied to C2 will give us minus 1 into minus 50. Now there is minus sign, and B2 will be multiplied to C1. It is upward multiplication, it is downward multiplication. Now doing the cross multiplication, the same thing will be done for variable Y also. Y is lying between C1 C2 and A1 A2. C1 multiplied to A2 will give minus 40 into 4, and C2 and multiplied to give us minus 50 into 3, and we have to find out the difference of these two. Now the last one, 1 by A1 B2, that is 3 into minus 2, and A2 B1, that is 4 into minus 1. Now by simplifying this, we get minus 1 to minus 50 will give us 50, then minus sign, and minus 2 into minus 40 will give us minus 80, because this minus, this negative and this negative become positive. So it has become 50 minus 80. Again we have simplified over here, and we get Y by minus 160 plus 150. Minus 40 multiplied to 4 will give us minus 160, and this minus 50 into 3 will give us minus 150. But since minus sign is lying over here, so minus and minus multiplied to each other become plus, so it will become plus 150. Again the simplification is over here, will give us 3 into minus 2 will give us minus 6, and 4 into minus 1 will become minus 4, but with the product of this minus it will become plus 4. So the final answer is minus 6 plus 4. Now further simplification will give us x by minus 30 is equal to y by minus 10 is equal to 1 by minus 2. You can treat it as 1, the second one, and then third one. Now to find out the value of x, we will take first and third case condition together. If we take these two conditions first and third together, we get x by minus 30 is equal to 1 by minus 2. Thus we get x is equal to minus 30 into 1 by minus 2, which further simplification will give us the result x is equal to 15. And to find out the value of y, we will take second and third condition. Y by minus 10 is equal to 1 by minus 2. Now when we will take y by minus 10 is equal to 1 by minus 2, we get y is equal to minus 10 into 1 by minus 2, which give us the result y is equal to 5. Now the value of x is equal to 15 and y is equal to 5 is obtained. It means that wrong answers were 5 and right answers were 15. But what we have to find? We have to find the total number of questions. To find the total number of questions, we have to find the sum of right answers and wrong answers. When we add these two, we will find the total number of questions which we are asked in the test, and that will equal to 20. Now another question over here. The sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. Also 9 times this number is twice the number obtained on reversing the order of the digits. Find the number. Here we will assume by ourselves that 1st digit is y and 10th digit is x. Whenever we take any 2-digit number, suppose that we have taken 26, then we can write in the expanded form 10 into 2 plus 6 into 1. It means that 2 is being represented by the tens place number, so it has been multiplied by 10, and 6 has been representing by 1's place, so it has been multiplied by 1. It can be written as also 10 into 2 plus 6 also, because 6 into 1 can be written in this form also. So the same thing we have written. When we have taken a number whose 1st digit is y and 10th digit is x, it means that we have written the number xy. Our number is xy. So original number is xy. So if we will write in the expanded form, as I have explained you over here, that 26 can be written as 10 into 2 plus 6 into 1. This xy can be written as 10 into x plus y into 1, or simply y. And it is reverse number. Suppose that 26 is written, and if we are going to reverse it, then this 26 will become 62. It means that the place has been changed of these 2 and 6. 2 has come into 6th place and 6 has come into 2's place. It means that the place of x and y similarly over here changed. This xy will be written as yx. Now if we want to write it in the expanded form, we will write it as 10y plus x. Now the original number is 10x plus y, and reverse number, it means that if we will reverse the digits of the number, then we get 10y plus x. Now we will see that two different conditions we were having. Since the sum of the digits of the 2-digit number is 9, it means that as there is a number 36 or 54, 45, these are the numbers which when added becomes 9. So in the same way, if we will add x and y, we get 9. So it is the first condition. Sum of the digits of the 2-digit number is 9. Suppose 36 is the number, and if we will add the digits of the number, then we get 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. Similarly, for the number xy, if we will add the digits, we get 9. It is our first condition. Now what is the second condition? The second condition is that 9 times of the original number is equal to 2 times of the reverse number. It means that if we will multiply the original number by 9, then this number, this product is equal to what? This product is equal to the product of 2 and the reverse number, whatever we will obtain. Now here it is our second condition. Now we will solve it to get equation number 2. 9 multiplied to 10 gives us 90x. 9 multiplied to y gives you 9y. 2 multiplied to 10y plus x gives us 20y plus 2x. Further simplification will give us 90x minus 2x. This 2x has been taken in LHS. Now this 90 minus 2x and this 20y taken in LHS becomes minus 20y. Simplification of 9y and minus 20y will give us minus 11y, and 90x minus 2x will give us 88x. Now what do we see that 88 and 11 both are multiple of 11. So we will divide each term by 11. Then we get 8x minus y. 11 is 88 and 11 is 11. So we have not written 1 over here. Now we are having second equation, 8x minus y is equals to 0. Since in RHS nothing were there. Now what do we get? We get second equation. In the first equation we were having x plus y is equals to 9. In the second equation we are having 8x minus y is equals to 0. Now we will solve this question using elimination method. As we see that when numeral coefficient of variable y are equal, both are 1. Numeral coefficient of variable y are equal and variable y carrying opposite sign. Since they are carrying opposite sign, so we will add equation 1 and 2. When we add equation 1 and 2, this y is cancelled out. 8x and x added together will become 9x, and 9 and 0 added together become 9. Now by solving it, we get the value of x is equals to 1. Now this x is equals to 1 can be substituted in either of the equation. We have put the value of x is equal to 1 in equation number 1 to get the value of another variable y. X plus y is equals to 9 was equation number 1. So for x we have written 1. It becomes 1 plus y is equals to 9. Now what do we get? Y is equals to 9 minus 1, that is equals to 8. Now we know the value of x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 8. Our original number was 10x plus y. So we will put the value of x and y over here to get the value of number, that is equals to 18. Write your homework. A fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from numerator, and it becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added to its denominator. Find the fraction. The second question is that 5 years ago Nuri was thrice old as Sonu, and 10 years later Nuri will be twice as old as Sonu. Find present ages of Nuri and Sonu. Last question is that the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 7. If the reverse number exceeds the original number by 7, find the number.